Hi there, I'm Laura Huff, and I'm here today to tell you a little bit about us. I started a group called the Lightweavers many years ago, and now we're a wonderful group doing wonderful things that I'd like to introduce you to. One is drumming. We actually do drumming journeys. Many of you may know what a drumming journey is and how exciting that is to get messages from drumming journeys. But we're the light weavers, and we have a little light family that we work with. And I'd like to have a little fun and introduce you to light weavers today. As I said, we started this many years ago, and it was the outgrowth of what I had as a life-changing near-death experience. Many years ago, I had a very difficult time health-wise, and almost, as I said, died, and came back, and it was like a rush of energy came into me, and after that, I began to know things that I didn't know I knew, and I began to understand things, and I had what I called the loved ones in light that worked with me. And as the years went on, I wrote a group of classes with this group of loved ones in light, and we called them the Lightweaving Study Series. Now, we have a website that you can go to, and you can look at the classes, and in the classes it tells you many things of doing what we call light balancing. How to get your life in a place of balance on the spiritual, the mental, the emotional, and the physical. We call this an alignment. And we have light balancing techniques that we work with. Some are on our website. We also have a Facebook that's just called Lightweavers International. Our website is lightweavers.international. And I hope you'll go visit us on there and learn more about us on there. I'd like to tell you a little story. I've also written a book, and the name of the book is Remembering Who You Are. And this came to me in a wonderful experience. As you get into light weaving and as you get into getting centered into a place of balance and feeling your connection with the light within, you'll start having wonderful experiences that just totally change your life. And one happened to me that I'd like to share with you. The little story it's how I got the title for my book, Remembering Who You Are. I worked with the Department of Education until I retired, and one morning I was to take a car from the carpool and go out to a meeting. Well, I woke up grumpy. Have you ever woke up in the morning and you were a little bit grumpy? Well, I was very grumpy this morning. So I got up, drove my car down to the motor pool, got the keys to one of the cars to take over to the meeting. Usually I had someone with me, but this particular time I was by myself. And I walked out to the motor pool parking lot, and there on a fence, about 3 or 4 feet away from me, next to some woods, was the biggest crow I had ever seen in my life. He was huge, and it caught my attention, and I looked at him and I said, "You are a big crow, and you're big." And the minute I looked at him, I made eye contact with him. And when I made eye contact with him, it was just like a burst of energy ran through my body, and I just was almost tilted over backwards. It was so wonderful. And I just said, wow. And when I got that burst of energy, I received this message that said, remember who you are. And it went all through my body. I just stood there almost in shock. It filled my whole body, and I just said, oh my goodness. And it was like such a gift. Well, when I came back to myself, the crow was gone, and I was just standing there, but I felt totally different. It was like I was just energized, and I really appreciated the day. I looked at the sky and the sun, how beautiful, what a gift. I got in the car, I drove to the meeting. I was the president of this little meeting, and we had the best meeting ever. After the meeting was over, people came to me and said, oh, this is the most productive meeting we've ever had. So please understand, I'm just telling you this little story as one little event that happens with Lightweaving. If you go on the website or Facebook, you can learn more about us. Thank you.